Hello, my name is Lee Baldridge, and thank you for joining us tonight on ECC's Nightly News. Tonight's major hot topic addresses an ethical issue regarding immigration staff and a privacy scandal. But before we get to that, what exactly are ethics? Well, ethics are the standard of conduct and moral judgment accepted by society. Businesses deal with ethical issues all the time, and it is important that they make the right and moral decisions about how to handle those situations. Specifically, the business of ethics communication focuses on how a company as a whole ethically acts around each other, as well as the people they affect throughout their business. That is a lot of pressure to put on one person. In tonight's story, we will learn about how a company failed to comply with the standards that their company set for them, and then how they fixed this issue. Staff at Immigration New Zealand are being accused of using a confidential client database like a dating site. Now, Kathy will tell us more about the controversy at hand. This specific controversy explains how ethics influence respect for an individual's privacy and how an organization and its employees protected or neglected this privacy. Kathy?
Thank you, Lee. Good evening. Immigration New Zealand is a part of the workforce group of the New Zealand Department of Labour, and it is responsible for managing the benefits and consequences of immigration to New Zealand. Recently, they have come under fire due to numerous reports of employees engaging in less than ethical standards. According to the New Zealand Herald, dated July 11, 2012, staff at Immigration New Zealand are being accused of using a confidential database like a dating site and of looking at the information of wealthy applicants. 10 complaints have been filed in the past year. 7 of those cases involving 9 staff were substantiated, and 3 are still under investigation. A former immigration staff member who agreed to speak about this anonymously stated that staff sometimes logged in to look at info about wealthy and interesting clients just for fun, then would joke about which client would make a good boyfriend and recommend in fun the rich ones to single colleagues. It was a common occurrence for staff having access to call colleagues over to their computer screen when they found interesting information or photographs on applications just to get a laugh. After investigations, 1 staff member has resigned, 4 received final warnings, and another is facing disciplinary action. Back in April, a Department of Labor internal audit investigator found that 1 officer had access to client details on 3 occasions and passed that information to other parties. According to an immigration official, as a rule, staff are permitted to look at client information only if it is work-related. They state that the agency makes regular checks and internal audits, and that breaches of its code of conduct are taken very seriously. A recent survey by the Privacy Commissioner's Office has shown that New Zealanders are increasingly concerned about departmental access to their information, and as much as 82% are worried about the government silently sharing their personal information. Understandably so, when just recently the New Zealand Herald, dated July 17, 2012, shed even more light on the already audacious course of events. According to the newspaper, over the past 9 financial years, there have been 49 substantiated complaints involving 51 staff breaching privacy guidelines at the agency. However, Immigration New Zealand insists this is very small. Only select staff have access to client files, yet averages of 5 and 6 staff each year since 2003 are found to have breached privacy guidelines. The number spiked to 9 just last year. I'm personally not sure that Immigration New Zealand is doing all that it can do, but we did want to give them an opportunity to comment on these issues further. And here's what one of their reps, Renee Carnes, had to say.
Here at the New Zealand Immigration Office, we have a strict code of conduct, and we strive to keep our clients' personal information private. Only a few have admittance to client records, and they are only supposed to access them when it is work-related. When clients' files have been opened, we do have tracking systems in place, and along with consistent internal audits, we hope to prevent any wrongdoing. To ensure our policies are followed correctly, we have regular training sessions with our employees that give clear instructions and procedures in which to follow. This has been an ongoing concern for some time, while having several occurrences each year since 2003. We fix these problems swiftly, as even one breach in confidentiality cannot be tolerated. It not only questions staff members' integrity, but also our entire agency and what we stand for. For these reasons, we are diligently working on a new plan to utilize more extensive training. This will ensure that our employees understand not just the policies, but also the repercussions that follow with improper usage of personal information. We do not condone such juvenile behavior. Actions will and have been taken, whether it's formal warnings, dismissal, or even criminal charges. These incidents will not be overlooked because our clients' private information is our top priority.
Thank you, Renee. It was a pleasure learning about the ethical issues in today's society, specifically with staff at Immigration New Zealand. And thank you, viewers, for joining us tonight with ECC's Nightly News. We'll see you tomorrow.